Scrooge Day.
Yeah.
What's up?
Why they don't bring that back?
Girl.
That's when radio used to be fun.
Girl.
The
But
delight of the morning.
good morning, good evening, good afternoon,
Ooh,
whenever you're
I like that.
listening.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good afternoon. good
Fair
evening.
warning if I sound really congested. I don't know if it's my allergies or a cold, but I'm here.
That ain't no problem.
That
That
ain't
ain't
no
no
problem.
problem. That ain't no problem. And if you hear me slapping myself, it's because there is a insect in the studio right now.
This
I don't know.
fly like, oh, he a menace.
Oh.
A minute.
A menace.
But
Let's
What's
jump
going
to it.
on? Hey, y'all. How y'all
Hey.
feeling?
I'm feeling. I actually.
You
got
look
my feeling-
great.
Thank you. I actually got my feeling today. I'm feeling focused.
Yeah.
Focus.
I'm feeling focused.
Baby, can you focus?
Come on.
Oh, right now.
Sorry.
I'm feeling focused on making the right decisions every single time.
Yes.
I'm just tired, you know, tired of making wrong decisions or tired of knowing the right decisions and not, making the right ones.
I feel that.
So I'm focused and determined on making the right decisions every single time and doing the things that I know are going to give me the results that I want.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I haven't done it and seen it, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of insane.
Alignment.
you know?
Feel you.
So that's how I'm feeling right now. Or today. Or that's
That's
how I have been
good.
feeling.
Okay.
What about you?
Come on, Chloe.
Chloe.
I don't
you
know. I should better
feeling?
prepare for this, not like we do it every time. How am I feeling? A part of me is drained, I want to say. Mentally. Oh my God, our live stopped on the iPhone. Sorry, y'all. But no, just a little drained. Just going through a lot as far as just like life changed for me in a different way 3 weeks ago. You know, guys know when I had that breakup. And it's so funny because I listened to the episode that we did not last time, but the one before that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when I kind of told y'all, like, oh, yeah, I'm dating something. And
I
that very next
know
week, I
the
was like, we
next
broke up.
episode.
Let me just throw that in there. We have been talking and dating since February, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think that I randomly just met this dude and a week later we broke up. We have been talking for a minute. But yeah, I'm still going through the motions of that only because the person who I was with, he was an ex. So I got back together with an ex-boyfriend. And for it to like end basically the same way that it did the first time is like very disappointing.
I know, that sucks.
Very disappointing. So
let's just go off live and let's just get into the show.
girl,
Yeah.
it's very disappointing. But just trying to recover from that in a sense of where I'm trying to focus on maybe my mistakes,
Okay.
why the situation was brought to me a second time and like what I need to
Ooh.
learn from that. And by doing all of that, it could be very like draining and exhausting because it's accepting things that maybe you don't want to accept or, it's just a lot. But I'm good, I'm
You
good.
look good.
Growing and glowing.
Growing and glowing.
That's all you
Growing
can
and
do.
glowing.
I changed my hair blonde.
That's
bitches.
right.
Yeah, I know that is.
Now, and you know when a woman changes the color
Okay,
of her
watch
hair
out.
or she cuts it.
Watch out.
Hold it down.
Yeah.
Hold it down. What's up, Sister Oliver? How you feeling?
I'm chilling. I mean, no complaints. I feel blessed.
Amen.
Blessed for another
Y'all
day.
should see these braids.
Okay.
Cynara rocking.
Sister Medusa, Oliver.
Thank you. I
love
feel real
that.
queeny,
Yes.
Trying to embrace this queenie.
You
That's
always
right.
queenie.
Thank you.
Always.
I'm
Always
trying to
bring
every
that
day.
good word.
I love it. Something about braids that just make me feel. I don't
Like a
know.
queen.
Like, yeah, I feel real
Royal.
royal.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Come on. Come into America.
Yes, like, come on. Where are my rose petals?
We gonna get you something.
We
Don't
are,
worry.
we
Don't
are.
worry.
That's good. Let's jump. Come on, let's get into it.
Yeah,
'cause
we're gonna
I'm
jump
ready.
right into segments because we had a lot to talk about today,
Yeah.
so we want time to do it.
Yeah.
Bitch, what?
Bitch, what?
Bitch, what?
We're gonna keep it one topic today. So I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Mama Knows,
Oh,
Mama Tina. Tina Knows Lawson now. I think that's her
Okay,
name.
Tina knows Lawson.
Tina
Yeah.
Get it right.
Lawson.
So Miss Tina and her newfound hubby,
Mhm.
they went to I don't know, Own Black Love, that show. I just started watching it. It's a really cute show. But they were on Own's Black Love show, and Tina was talking about her relationship with her husband.
Mhm.
And she was saying how like she we know she got out of the relationship with Matthew Knowles. And so when she turned 59, I believe she said she was 59 years old when she like found herself. She moved to a new city, got a new car, and she got a new man. And she was telling all of us, like, you know, you have to love yourself first before that man comes in your life. And then she mentioned, she was like, is the relationship perfect? And she was like, no, absolutely not. And her husband looked at her and was like, no, it's not. And she was like, no. With her eye roll. Like, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but that I've seen it 20 times and I die every time.
What?
His face. He was so disappointed. Wasn't he? He was so, it was just, oh my word.
It was like a man that be like, I really just be trying to be right. And
it's like, that wasn't enough? I thought, wait, bitch, so when I
okay, you know what? Never mind.
When I sucked them toes, you telling me that wasn't enough? You told me last week when I did that thing that was gonna be, I was gonna be the most perfect husband. Girl, I really don't know. I feel bad for him.
I do, because I know I am a
married woman, number one.
That, and I have fallen victim to saying things like that to her, not appreciating what I have, because nothing's gonna be perfect, but you make it. You have to make it perfect.
To her defense, though, you know, she said he's a great man. You know, it's not perfect, but you know, she basically said I got what I prayed for. Not everything, but I got
for
most
her to say,
of it.
Is he perfect? Absolutely not. That's a bit.
Every time y'all say that, all I see is his face, like
right, like he really like, damn. I guess not. I ain't shit.
I found no problem with it, and that's the point of the conversation that we're gonna have real quick, because if you go in the comments on Instagram or Twitter, wherever you saw the video, there's like a debate on a lot of men were saying like, this is the problem with black women, y'all bash y'all men in public and make them feel like this. But how I saw it, I was like, humble his ass, Tina. Humble his ass.
Okay,
because these men really be walking around like they just be getting it. And sometimes we gotta tell them, no,
that ain't enough.
It ain't enough. It's not enough. But I love you.
Okay,
but
and what else?
Enough. And what else? But he really did look distraught. Like, oh, if you haven't seen the clip, he probably is
a really good man.
He probably
a
really
hard
is.
woman to love.
I'm sure she is.
And,
I think there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having your standards and making your man meet them, and let him know when he don't meet them. But I think the biggest thing is how you do that, how you express that. Exactly, the presentation. Everybody don't need to know
and then
about
not
the fact that
camera.
What he don't do or whatever, just for the sake of your marriage, for the sacred thing that is your marriage. You're supposed to keep it there. That's what I think that most men are kind of saying. It's like, damn. Yeah, I'm probably not perfect, but bitch, you with me.
Don't tell everybody.
Clearly, it's something. You know what I mean? Clearly, it's something like, and then I'm pretty sure men be like, well, let me go down the laundry list of shit that you don't do. You know, because we black women, we are a handful. We are.
That being case in point right there. We do shit like that.
Because we would let our husband tell national television and say that we not a perfect wife. Oh, we got
we would be like,
breaking news. Whole set, boom mics coming down.
Girl, we be like, we'll walk off set. Oh, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ain't no problem.
And leave.
Ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. Just walk off the stage like, oh, I don't think she's coming back.
I think it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this
up. Okay.
Wow.
Seriously, so that's what I think it is. But what I do hate is I hate a black man who try to play a victim.
Yeah,
I hate
I like that.
And I think that was my issue. And
every time it's something, niggas always like, that's what I hate that shit.
Yeah, I think that's where I was coming from, and that's probably just because the state I'm in right now when it comes to men. So I saw it, and that's why I was immediately like, humble his ass, Tina. But I could totally
I love the way you said
humble his ass,
girl.
But I could totally see where people were coming from when they were just like, damn, like that was harsh, because he does really seem like a good man. And he really was distraught when she was like, no, absolutely not. And he was like, oh,
with the eye roll.
Because that's I feel like to an older man who not really, old men don't be on social, I'm pretty sure he ain't on social media like that.
Old men know how to do one thing.
He's like, that was embarrassing. Like,
yeah,
our white friends gonna see that. You know, I mean, not that
gonna have me
matters,
out here like
but,
that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think it's the public. But I do. Niggas always waiting to play victim for something.
Of
and y'all need
course.
to stop. Every time
Cut
something
it
hit
out.
the headlines on Shade Room, y'all always ready to jump down black women
Huddle
throat.
up
Y'all need
Right.
to stop that.
Like, we don't be holding y'all
Like,
trifling asses down for months.
Think about it.
Ugh. Sorry, kiddos. Sorry.
Shit.
I forgot Cynara's kids.
Nah, it's not even that. It's
Yo,
just,
I'm sorry, cause my mouth, my mouth is potty. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
apologize.
that's not even the case. I'm just saying, like, wow,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
We all go through it.
We do.
But we all grow. We love you, black men.
Damn, we love you.
We love you.
Uplift.
You know, it's kind of hard for me to, I would say, contribute kind of to, even though I have lots to say.
Because your
It's
husband
just-
in the room. Derek, get out
Not
so we
even
can
that.
talk shit.
Take
No,
the kids. Take the kids to the car right now.
Look,
They
he
gotta
walked
go. They gotta go. Everybody gotta go.
He wants out too.
Right.
No, I mean, like, because we have been through some hard times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't want to go back there. So I try, and what I'm learning in this season right now is the power of the tongue.
Mm.
So I don't really want to speak on it because what you speak will be.
Absolutely.
So I be trying,
That's
like,
real.
I'm like, I can testify to what y'all saying because I feel you 100%. Niggas
But
say
I'ma leave it
shit
at
a lot,
that.
but I just want to leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, it's hard.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Girl, I
man.
know.
Anyway, not to dampen the mood.
I know.
But no.
But yeah, no, I know.
Look at Derek. Look at
What?
We need a camera in here so bad.
It's the truth. Look.
Right.
What did he do? I can't
Shall
see.
set you free.
He
Like,
had his hands on his hips like, man, it's hard. It's
It
hard.
is.
Y'all give us a headache.
Hey,
it's hard. It's hard.
I love black men, but y'all a piece of work.
Whew. Come on now. Come on now. But anywho, let's hop in the beauty corner.
Okay, real quick.
Man, okay, so Beauty Corner is going to be about like a look. It's like mostly like a natural makeup look. If you are somebody who watch like YouTube channels or what may have, you may have seen this going around the tube and around the internet waves and stuff like that. But if you were just a person who's not really into makeup like that, but you like to look polished or just want to have something on, I'm gonna give you 3 things that you can put on or 3 things that you can do that will have you, looking polished with nothing. And that will be lashes, brows, and lips. Yeah. That's it. If you got your lashes together, you don't have to go get lash extensions, girl. Get you some lashes from the beauty supply. Or you can go to Mink Lash Gang, www.minklashgang.com and get you some lashes. Or you can go to the beauty supply, wherever you get your lashes. Go ahead and get you put some lashes on. Make sure your eyebrows are together. You can get you a brown eyebrow pencil from the beauty supply. Or if you fancy, you can get you some Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil. Or you can use the dip brow, whatever you use.
Okay.
Get your brows together. And then get you a lip. Get you a nice nude lip. I am like
queen of the nude.
Look, I stand for a good nude lip.
I love
to be honest,
nude.
and because you could take it anywhere. I like to put like a nice brown, like lip gloss, not lip gloss, like a matte liquid lipstick.
Yeah,
and then put like a peachy type nude color on top.
Yeah,
it blends perfectly together.
I know, girl.
So yeah, that's the beauty corner. Those are 3 things that you can do to be glam, but not really have to put on any type of product, no foundation, no powder, no nothing. Just lashes. Even if you're in a rush, lashes, brows, lips. Don't forget
lashes, brows.
And that's the beauty corner for
that.
Ooh,
that.
Well, since today is pretty much about kind of wellness, mental health, we can just jump on into it, and I'll just put in my get your mind right in here. Oh, so where should we start? Because I have so much to say.
Well, firstly, let's tell the babes what we're doing today. So today, our topic is basically we're calling it therapy session. It's just a episode where we're going to discuss some things that have been going on in our life or some things that we may have been battling with each other.
Yes.
And get each other's perspective about it.
Yeah.
Get encouragement. We do this anyway, during the week when we're going through things. We may drop something in the chat and ask for encouragement. So we're basically just gonna do it on air with y'all, how we do it normally. So there we go.
Yeah. Who want to go first?
Let's just talk about. I'll take the lead on this.
Go ahead.
I actually deal with this on the daily, so I'm kind of. It's nothing that I have to dig up. I just want to know for you guys, and I'll share mine as well. But what are some things that, like, just 3 quick things that you guys are struggling with right now? As far as, like, I'm not going to say, like, just in yourself, mentally, physically, like, what are 3 things?
Anxiety.
Okay.
Confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Depression.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't want to get too heavy. Like, elaborate.
No, let's get heavy.
Like, what anxiety?
Yeah, no, I've always had really bad anxiety. And it's the type of anxiety where it's, if things don't go a particular way, like I have like set in my head, like I get anxious. And I think one thing that my anxiety is killing me right now is like the art of like letting things be, like letting go.
Yeah.
You know, just because when you're people look at me and think I'm just like this person who has it like all together. And I would like to think I'm a type of person that mainly does have like her life together. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not going through anything, you know, drastic. But there are some situations that I go through where my anxiety plays a big thing. And a big part of that is like letting go and accepting. Yeah. And I know the situation that I'm going through right now, specifically like this breakup, it's hard for me to let go mentally because I keep thinking about like everything that I did for this particular person and how it wasn't like appreciated or reciprocated or, you know, all that stuff like that. So now I'm trying to figure out within me, like, am I wrong for doing, it causes me anxiety to think about like, am I wrong for doing what I did for this particular person? Am I overthinking all the things that I did for this particular person? Was it just a natural reaction, or do I need to learn how to not do particular things for particular people? I don't know. It's like I know I'm not making sense. I'm going through it.
No,
you're
but
I'm following.
Me too.
I'm following.
It's like
you too.
I'm getting to a point because I feel like that's what breakups are initially. Like, it helps you figure out, one, who you are and like develop into a certain person. So I'm trying to figure out, everyone knows Chloe to be this nice, selfless person, but I'm starting to think like it's cool to be that way. Like, it's cool, but I need to learn like who to be that for. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy.
Exactly.
Or the same energy.
Exactly. Yeah. And for my whole life, I'm the type of person where I'll give till I can't like give anymore. And so when I'm with someone specifically too, if I'm in a relationship, when I give you my all and I'm drained, I'm looking for you to like, all right, fill me back up. Fill me back up. So, because I can't give you anymore. Yeah. So I need you to fill me back up. And when that person doesn't do it, we end up like this.
Right. That makes me so sad. Okay.
It is very sad. I can totally relate to you and with you. I always do the whole like why. Yeah. Like, find the why. Like, ask myself like why. Like, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, because it's so difficult. Because it's so like, it's difficult when we talk about love and like feelings and emotions and logic. Yeah. I mean, emotions and logic, it just doesn't match.
Separate. Yeah.
So I was just like, why? Like, why do I give? Like, why am I a giver? And then once I find out why I'm a giver, okay, so why is that? Why is that? And then why is that? And then you start to connect things. It can go all the way back into childhood. It can go all the way back into who knows. And then you're able to connect and control at that point. Because once you connect with it, you can control with it. And then it's not so much I'm not being myself. It's more so like I understand. I'm more of understanding of who I am.
Facts.
How to control. You know what I mean?
Facts. And that's something that I've been dealing with too, as far as like the depression and confidence goes. Like, a lot of this with this breakup. Yeah. I have very low confidence. Like, little do people know. Like, I have very low confidence. I've had it since I was little. And it's something that I think that I get from my mom. And it's funny because me and her, we love watching like Fix My Life, Ayanla. I know to some people she's extra,
I like her,
but I like her. She be on point with some of the shit that she be
the
saying.
Braxton Family,
that was a good one.
I'm about to go watch it when I get home.
Can I ask where are you watching it? Because
it's on their show. You got the Braxtons. It's not on Ayanla. She came on the Braxtons.
Is it on demand or
it might be? The recent one I just watched. No, that one was good. The recent one I watched was I don't know if you guys seen it. Cynthia Bailey and her younger sister.
I saw the previews.
I watched that.
I heard them talk about it on Friend Zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good, and it was good because the little sister. Not getting into it, you can watch it. But the little sister, a lot of the things. She needed a man to validate her, and that came from her mother. And Ayala talked about that a lot. Like, she always goes, like, you're like this because of, like, your mom. Yeah. I mean, it's a history. It's the roots.
Right.
And so I was watching that with my mom, and it's just, like, once the show was over, I had a long talk with her just about, like, the relationship that she has with my dad, which is not, like, the picture perfect marriage. Like, to be honest, it's not. And, you know, just talking to her about, like, how do I break that, like, curse of, like, these unhealthy, like, marriages, because it's not just her. It's, like, my aunts, like, they all kind of have, like, you know, similar situations. And it's so funny because I find myself dating. I always told myself I never wanted to marry a man like my dad. I don't. I can't. But I tend to pick men just like him.
Let me tell you, what you know. You always will. And, you know, God is funny, right? Because God does that so that you can accept who your father is. It's not about running away
revelation
from who he is. Because trust me, I am with you. I'm like, girl, I love my dad, but I do not. Man, I found every person. It's like, damn, you have this. So much daddy would say. And I realized, and Ayala has said this before. You try to run so far away from it, and you run right smack dab into it. And the lesson is to accept who he is. Accept it because you love it. You love it.
Right.
You do. You love it because
it's all I know.
And it's not even because it's all you know, it's because it's in you.
True.
We are our parents.
Right.
That's the fucked up part about us being fucked up. Cuz us saying like, damn, I'm fucked up because our parents are fucked up, you know? So we don't know ourselves until we accept them. We can't accept who we are until we accept who the hell they are. Because running away from them is like running away from ourselves.
True. Yeah.
That's exactly. So the sooner you like, yo, my dad's a person, and it's hard. I just recently have had some battles and strains on the relationships with my parents as well. And it's difficult. It's difficult because you think you're over shit and you don't be over it. You know,
you think it doesn't affect you because you don't like sit and cry about it as much as you do like a breakup or something. But it's just like, but no,
it's still very prevalent. It's still very relevant, and things will trigger, and every little thing that you thought that you've gotten over will come out like word vomit.
Yep.
And it's like a fucking tornado of just shit. Like,
it just sucks. And
you have to just accept who they are. The faster you accept who they are, is like the weight will be over. The weight will be off of you, like, because it's a weight to have issues with your parents and like not like them for shit that they've done and like have to fake it and act like, you know, because you want to have if not even, it don't have to be a good relationship, but at least like a.
Okay.
Like, that's my mama, like, or that's my daddy. Like,
at least we good. Like,
yeah.
You know, I know you, I see you, you see me type shit. You don't want to have nothing against them. Like, we fight against the fucking strangers on the street. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel you.
We talked about that on like our very first or second. Oh, what's the episode that we did with our dads? Yeah, we just talked about like, how messed up they are. They don't. They're the generation that sweeps things under the rug. So I just we're the generation that's trying to like
pulling it out,
you know,
sweeping everything from up under the rug.
Because they see how we see how messed up we are, and we like, no, we're taking control of this shit.
Right.
We're not
about. I can't do this. I can't do
you.
Yeah.
How you? We not doing that. Yeah. And I applaud all of us for real, because mental health is becoming bigger and more prevalent.
I'm
trying to always have it's always in conversation, like, how are you? Not really, how are you?
How are you
inside? What's going on? I make sure I reach out to at least 3 different people a week to see how you doing mentally. And the crazy thing about it is, everyone I reached out to is not doing okay. But yet you can either they're non-existent on social media, or they're on social media and you wouldn't even know that. I guess they're just saving face. And I'm just like, damn.
I mean, that's what social media is for.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to put all your emotions and stuff out there.
Right. You wouldn't want anybody to know your business. That's the beauty of social media. It's just like you could be this completely different person on social media. And that was my problem too with being in a relationship. It's just I knew, and I admitted this a lot, like I would compare my relationships to like people who I would see on social media and be like, damn, they look so happy. They taking pictures. Like, we ain't even got no pictures. We don't even take pictures together. We don't even do this today.
Well, that was our biggest fight in the beginning.
Yeah, I had to stop myself to be like, this.
It don't even matter.
Yeah, and you just have no idea what's going on behind like clothes. Okay. These same people who you see smiling and happy on social media will be broke up in a week, 2 months, whatever.
Hit on, or they getting cheated on, or mentally abused, emotionally abused.
I did that a lot.
I think when it comes down to that, it's like the question would really be like, what do you want a relationship for? Like, what are you in a relationship for?
Yeah.
Like, are you in it because, and you have to be real with yourself. I feel like everything falls to just being honest with yourself. I tweeted the other day, I can't be real with you if you can't be real with yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
At all.
Yeah.
So it comes to being real with yourself. So if you want a relationship because you want other people to see you happy, you got to be real about that. Bitch, I want other people to see me happy. And that may not be good. They may not sound good at that moment to you, but the faster you get it out, the quicker that shit can heal up and you could do different. You know what I mean? So I feel like it all starts with being like 100 with yourself.
With yourself. It starts on the inside.
Exactly.
From the inside out. So what about you, Lauren? What are some things that you struggle with? Just 3 things.
Balance. Consistency, and I will also say confidence. And I will say confidence in the sense of I recently realized that I used to be a people pleaser.
Okay.
And I cared, and I still do care a lot about what people think and how people see things and what people have to say and what how I'm viewed by people. But I think mine is like very outrageous. It's like very extreme, to the point to where it stops me from doing things. And that's when the anxiety comes in, and that's when the depression comes in, because it's like you're worrying about these what do you call it, invisible things and invisible words that nobody is really saying to you, because you thinking about that of yourself.
Right.
And it's just it's like a never ending battle almost of just going through that. And then it's like, well, I want to do this, but what is this person going to say? And it's just like, you don't even talk to this person. You don't even know these invisible ass people.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like it really is the devil. And that's, to me, it's really a spirit. I know it's a spirit. And that's something I struggle with every single day, every single week, every single month, when I try and say, well, I'm going to do something. And it's like those thoughts. It's to be those thoughts that come in your head and say, nope, like, this is why you're not going to do it. And what about this? And what about that? And I just get depressed about it. And then the next day I try again. It's every single day.
See, I felt you can't fail until you quit. So as long as you're getting up every day trying, you got
a breakthrough gonna come through somewhere.
You got to.
That's what I pray about.
Small potatoes.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
What about you?
I didn't know. Like, I have mine aren't even like that, because I guess this year I just decided not. I really just took everything and I don't know how to explain it. I just went back to ground zero. Like, I don't care about a lot of things that I used to care about. The only thing that I'm struggling with now is making sure I'm happy. Like, I'm happy am I happy, or I am doing things that I'm supposed to do that should make me happy, if that makes sense.
That's deep.
That's deep. Yeah.
Because I'm like, do I really care about this?
Or am I doing it because
everybody else cares about it?
That's deep.
And I'm
this
just
is
like,
everybody else's. I'm sorry, I told y'all if y'all hear me clapping, it's
because
it's
like,
sick in the studio.
Why is it still in here?
I feel you. Or are you doing that because that's what makes somebody else happy?
Exactly. I'm like,
wow.
It's tough, because I'm really coming to see that I don't care about a lot of things that I thought I cared about. I'm living for moments right now. But in that same breath, I'm struggling with trust in my process. Because I've been struggling with this for a while because of where I am and where I want to be, and I'm not there yet. But I'm like, whose time clock am I on? I'm trying to be on my time, and it's really on God's time. So I'm just trying to. it's okay if I don't have it right now. No microwave stuff. I'm just gonna put it in the oven, let it cook, and when it's ready,
I think that's where my anxiety comes from too, though. Is just because as we get older, we think we're supposed to have like certain things now, like finances, like a house, you know, even like a man, kids, like all of that, things that we naturally desire. And as we get older, it's just kind of like time's ticking. It's just like, oh my gosh, like, is it going to happen for me? Like, is it going to, and I know I think about that a lot. Like, just like, oh my God, like, God, I want kids. Like, sometimes way more than I want a nigga. Just give me some kids.
Right.
And, so it's
just like, I'm like,
patience
am I
is
on
hard
the,
for me,
yes,
bro.
that's what it is, patience. And I think that's one of my biggest tests. It's like, am I going to see it through? Am I going to wait and work hard for it? Or am I going to try to cut a corner or do more to get where I'm going and it failed anyway?
Right. I recently, I was talking about kids with my boyfriend, and he was just talking about, cause he has a child, and he was just saying like, yeah, you know, he was just telling me like all the different things that he felt were necessary that a woman should have. I slightly got offended because I was like, you don't even have no baby, you better get away. But nah, he was just like, you know, patience, and he was just saying all these things, and it really made me think about like, as much as I want certain things, am I really ready for them?
That's the question. Yeah.
And that little it was a meme. It was a meme going around. It was like when you realize God's timing, you're not jealous of nobody. You ain't in a race for nothing.
That's where I'm at right now.
Exactly. And that race, like, you get tired of trying to, you know, not beat the next person, but like trying to keep up
with the Joneses.
You know what I mean? And you realize like you're unhappy, you get really exhausted, and it's just like you become exhausted, you become more and more embarrassed because you try to make these, you know, unrealistic expectations for yourself just to try to keep up with the next person. And it's just like, at the end of the day, it's you. Yeah. Those people are making goals for their lifestyle, for their reality, and and I'm just gonna sit here and chase after them my whole life. Yeah. Like, nah, like we're not gonna do that.
Well, let me ask you this, Cynara, because you seem to like have mastered the art of just like letting go and letting things like be naturally.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Because I feel like my faith is so low right now in the sense of just like, I hate Derek.
That's right.
Oh my God.
But
why? Why?
Get your words out of here.
Why?
I don't know. I just kind of feel, I don't know.
Like faith in, like, I know not faith in God, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so why?
Why?
I just feel so, like, disconnected right now. Like, just completely just, like.
Why? But what do you, when you say disconnected, you mean, like, you feel like he's not there?
You lost your vision?
Yeah, in a sense.
Your vision for life or vision or your
vision for you, for me, in a sense, like vision as far as the trajectory of my life. And I think that comes with a lot of just like unnecessary pressure that I probably put on myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like God right now is like, you gonna do this or you gonna let me do this?
Could be.
That's usually how he is with us. He's like, you gonna let me have it or you gonna continue to struggle and do things your way instead of giving it to me when I already know what to do with it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he is who supplies everything.
Right.
What you have, your sanity, waking up in the morning, everything. So the bad things in life, the things that we go through, is, you already hear this all day, it's a lesson of some sort.
Right.
For us to see something, especially when we get it multiple times. You know, when we go around, keep going around, it's like, I'm trying to get something. So he's there. It feels like he's not there just because you're going through. And a lot of times I feel like we don't know God when we're going through storms, kind of. We don't.
That's real.
It's kind of like that ain't what my vision of what God being with me is. Like, I'm thinking angels and clouds and shit. Like, it ain't supposed to be. Life. You know what I mean? Like, so we kind of feel alone when we going through because we feel like he's supposed to immediately like lift us up. But stay in tune with him, Chloe, because he's going to give you the discernment to see him carrying you through the storm.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, but I do.
Yeah.
Every day. No, so I was talking to one of my friends, Maya, talking to Maya, and she was telling me I liked how she put this, because Maya's a very like spiritual person, but not in the sense of like religion. God a lot, universe,
more like energy.
And sometimes I like, I like what she says, and she was saying like a lot of the times like you're never really upset at like you losing like a career or a friend or a boyfriend or something. Like that heartbreak, that part doesn't hurt. It hurts because you're no longer in alignment with God. That's what hurts. Like, because you get it.
You got so caught up with that person.
She's basically saying like you're not hurting because you lost this boyfriend or you lost this job or you lost like something. Like that part is not really what hurts. You're hurting because you're no longer like in alignment with God. So what you think is supposed to happen is what's hurting, because you think you're supposed to have like that job or that man or something. But because you don't have it, like you're all like, oh my God. But it hurts just because you don't see what God is trying to do for you. Like that's the part that really hurts, because you're not in alignment with him.
There we go.
If you knew what he had planned for you, you wouldn't hurt.
Right.
You wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
I like how she put that. I was just like, damn, that's
nice.
real.
Yeah.
That's real.
It's just growing pains, man.
It really is.
Cause it's growing pains. Myself for real have into God, Jesus help me.
And it's just wanting to find a better way to like deal with them, because in all honesty, we're gonna be doing this a lot in our lives. Like, even if we find our happy ending or whatever, like we're still going to be going through some type of growing pain.
Yeah.
So it's just like finding a better way to like deal with it. And I guess that's why God brings us through these certain situations. So you find a better way to like deal with the storms that are going to come.
I was speaking of storms and weather. I was watching YouTube per usual, and this YouTuber was saying like she is learning that. Like, she was just talking about the weather in her city, and she was like, it's just been raining. She was like, but I'm not a type of person that likes bad weather. I don't consider any type of weather bad, because the world somewhere somehow needs all the seasons. Just like in life, we need all the seasons. We need everything that we go through. Like, there's nothing that we go through that isn't in some way purposeful or for us. So she was like, anytime, like, any weather outside, like I'm happy. I'm happy because I know I need it. Like I'm grateful. Like I'm just thankful. Because and she's like, life isn't good. Life isn't good and isn't a gift until you treat it like one.
Yeah.
So you change everything. And I'm really talking to myself too, but if you decide tomorrow that this is bullshit and I'm happy and that's it. Like I'm going to, like, I know whatever it is that I want, even if I don't know what it is, God's going to reveal that to me, and I'm going to have a good day today. And the rest of my days after this is going to be bright because I'm me, I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm talented, I'm blessed, I'm not homeless, I'm not dumb, I'm a being, and God brought me here for a purpose, and I'm here. Right. And I feel like that's beautiful. That's it. And it's just like you could change everything. We have the power to change it's every second. You know, it's all a mindset. So if we look at it like that, like I'm here because I want to be, I feel like that immediately would shock the shit out of you. Like if I'm upset and it's like, yo, I'm upset because I want to be upset. That's enough to be like, bitch, I'm not upset no more. Because clearly, what the fuck? So clearly I want to be mad. Yeah. It's my fault. For no reason. It's me. Yeah. It's me. Even if it's somebody else, like, you are the only person you can control, so it is you.
I was just about to say that.
That's it.
Oh, man.
That's what I've been trying to
It just killed me that our first episode, how bad I sounded. And that's really been something that I've been running away from. And I just
sounded bad in what sense?
Like where I was, like my energy, my emotions, my mind. I have no idea who that person was.
It's beautiful to see you come out of it, though.
I just was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put any more pressure on myself trying to be something that I'm not, or try to impress people that I really don't. I could care less about their opinion.
Yeah,
it's like it's nice to be included in everything with the quote unquote in crowd and in the snaps and on Instagram stories and stuff like that, or I can just enjoy what I have and enjoy who I am with the people that I really care about. And once that started outweighing that stuff, it's like, you know what?
Your happiness, right?
I'm just good. Like, positive everybody.
Positive
like, hey, y'all over there. Yeah. Gotta love you from a distance because I can't deal with that shit right now. Yeah. It's just
your space. Your
that protect your magic. I'm living that because I'm like, I can't be mad. Like, I get it. You want to vent. Okay, let's talk, but I'm gonna have a brick wall of my emotion up because I can't. I'm a receiver of energy, so I feel your energy. I feel you getting upset. Now I'm gonna be upset. Now me and Derek fighting about something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing because I'm just talking to someone else who gave me that. Yeah. Transfer energy is real, and if it ain't positive, I don't want it.
Yeah. I was just talking to my mom about that yesterday. I was like, man, like, just like with like family and like, you know, sometimes you just can't really, you have to love people from a distance, you know? Yeah. Energy is, like you said, is something that is effective and it can get on you, like if it's bad. So I was just talking to her about that. Like, sometimes it's okay to love people from a distance.
It's perfectly fine.
And meet people where they at. And if you can't meet them, you can't meet them. You know, I'm at a point in my life, like, I can't allow people in my space that don't contribute to my growth, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. I used to feel so bad and feel guilty because I didn't want certain people around me or because I blocked certain things out of my life or out of my bubble for whatever reason.
You gotta focus.
Because if I'm not good, I can't be nothing for nobody.
Yeah.
You know, if my mental is not together, then I can't even be I can't be nothing. I will be walking around like a vegetable. I can't be nothing. So if I need to do that for my sanity, that's what I need to do. And I'm not apologizing for it. I used to feel so, especially with family members, you know, it's just like, I can't deal. And I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn, you know, no, and be okay with it.
Yeah.
Bye.
So. I feel like I'm getting in that phase of spot because I'm definitely the type of person who like apologizes for everything, especially my own feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to learn, like, I'm not apologizing unless I was rude. But other than that, like, if I need space from you or if you got an attitude about something and I don't know. I'm getting to the point where it's just like, I'm not apologizing for how the fuck I feel anymore. You can either get with it or get lost.
Right.
I truly don't care.
Right.
I truly don't care. Like, that goes for friends, relationships, anybody. Like, get with it or get lost. Because I don't have time.
Right.
I don't have time.
This is how, what you want me to do?
What? This is all I got.
I don't have time.
This is all I can give.
This is where I'm meeting you at.
Yeah.
And if you can't accept it, I really don't know what to tell you.
Then you don't. Then where's your respect for me? You don't respect my feelings now because I'm telling you where I'm at in life. Exactly. I cannot do this. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I can apologize for making you feel a certain type of way.
Right.
You know, because that's
unintentionally.
You know, that's something I can't control, but the entire me, how I feel, no. Yeah. But I feel you too. I feel like I really feel like that just comes from, I don't know, feeling like I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like, not that you're not enough.
Yeah.
But that you're not enough. And you're enough.
You are enough. Do you see?
You're enough.
This teacher say you are.
You know what I'm saying? You are enough for.
And I was just about to get into
whatever.
That. Actually, I was actually about to ask y'all about that. So, how do you deal with it? Like the things I asked you, what you struggle about. Is there anything positive that you're working on to kind of check that off the list where I don't have to worry about it anymore, or is it something that you do to keep you in a good headspace? So, because I know every day, every second of the day, you're not feeling anxious, depressed, and low of confidence. Or is that every second of the day?
I would say for me, it's just keeping my energy positive and keeping my whatever I'm looking at, whether it be social media or in front of me, whatever, who I'm talking to, keeping everything positive in the morning, having positive routines, like just keeping everything positive and related to what I'm doing or what I'm passionate about. And that's really it. I pray. I sage the house. I sage myself when I come in and out the door. And that's really it. And I try to stay.
That man.
Sage
your life,
girl. I'm telling you,
purify
and trying to be present at least. Because if I'm absent-minded, then my actions will supersede my mind, and it would be wrong. So that's what I do. Just try to keep it positive. Just surround this energy positive.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm in the process of figuring it out. I know with me, just me keeping busy, I work a lot and my schedule is always like all over the place. So work helps with me not thinking about the unnecessary stuff that I don't need to think about because I'm at work and I'm always busy. But kind of like Leaux, just trying to dive into different passions. Like I'm really low key, high key interested in like real estate.
Okay.
So I've
been expressed that a couple times. So I can't wait to see what you're gonna do.
I know. So I've been trying to like read up on that. I'm trying to buy a house next year. So I just keep thinking about like, you know, just the bigger and better things that I'm finna get into. And it's so funny. I could actually use y'all advice for this. So me and the now ex-boyfriend, we had a trip planned at the end of October. We were going to go to Denver. So I still have like the money for the ticket. I don't want to go to Denver because I don't want to think about, oh, I'm there by myself.
Yeah.
But I do want to take a trip.
Yes.
Would you guys take a trip by yourself?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Where would you go?
Anywhere else.
Literally anywhere.
You can go I mean, shit.
Just
I don't
go
know.
somewhere
Just go anywhere that you've never been before, like in the U.S., but somewhere that you've never been.
Oh yeah, I
before.
Can't.
That's like quaint, you know.
I did travel to Thailand by myself, but I was meeting someone.
But
go to like San Francisco. Go to San Francisco
or San Diego.
I was thinking about Cali. I was just thinking that
Cali's nice
it's
right
so
now.
busy out there for like. I can't stand your husband, but. Y'all don't be seeing what he be doing because I be right here. But yeah,
nice.
I definitely go because I mean, even if it's honestly,
even Denver wasn't. Go to Seattle.
I would let a lot of people tell me Seattle.
Go to Seattle.
Even if it's just like one
I
of them
would love
like
Denver. I just don't want to think.
Spa, like a spa resort type place. Like I would go somewhere that's intentional. I wouldn't go anywhere. Just me personally, I wouldn't go anywhere where it's like. It's really like, oh, let me find something.
And that was my thing. Like, I don't want to go anywhere where I don't have anything planned.
Yeah. So if you go to like a spa resort, it'll be in the place where you get massages. You can do. They'll probably have shit for you and shit. They got places like there in Austin, like that are really nice.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about that. Might just like go to Austin.
Yeah.
And
do a little shopping, a little retail therapy after. Go to Dallas.
A little dip in Austin too. Just kidding. But I do. Right.
But you know what's crazy? I was at a point where I was not okay with being by myself, like how you're saying, would you take a trip by yourself? And me thinking now, of course, I've learned the importance of alone time and what is done in that time and how you feel when you're alone. Because sometimes I'm just like, please get out. Everybody.
I think being alone helps with like what Lauren said earlier, being present. And I think that's a big reason why I want to like go on this trip because when you're going through shit, like you're so focused on like either the past or the future, like you're not really like here. And so going on a trip by yourself allows you, especially in a new city, just allows you to be like,
rooted.
Oh, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Like a poll. Where should Chloe go on a trip?
Email us or drop a comment under.
I'm gonna put a poll. I'm not on the Wi-Fi right now, but I'm gonna do a poll.
I can do it.
Yeah. Where
are the options?
Where should Chloe go? Hey, babes, where are you?
And yes.
Where should she go for her? What we gonna call it?
What are we gonna call it? A self-discovery, a reset.
Her reset trip.
Self-reset.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe gonna come back great. Because this is not you. This isn't you. This isn't
you. It could be.
No, this is what you right now. How you feeling right now?
It's a part, girl.
No, this is not you.
It's a part.
You.
It is a part.
It's a journey. It's
I don't
a
like
piece.
To see y'all down.
But I mean, it's really not though. It's really not down because I feel like it would be horrible if we weren't unaware.
That's true.
Exactly.
How we feel and disconnected to what's going on with us. But I feel like the light at the end of the tunnel is that we know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we're able to research and find coping mechanisms that'll take us and elevate us higher. Because that's exactly what I be doing. It's just a matter of staying consistent with it, you know?
And you know what's crazy? That's what I'm trying to do now is find consistency in my workout because I'll get on it and I'll be on it hard for months.
Yeah.
And then I'll stop and just be doing whatever. I'll kind of this year I've grabbed a hold on to it since I'm not going hard at the trainer with the trainer right now, but my eating hasn't been all the way off the wagon. Like I'm still eating kind of healthy, still kind of not, but I'm challenging myself. What I'm trying to do, just do things for me.
Yeah.
I'm doing a 12-week like go hard. See what I can do if I just stay consistent for 12 weeks.
You.
Yeah.
See, I'm just trying to keep myself busy because if I'm not, then I'm thinking, I'm in my head. I'm like, you're not good enough. You're not doing something you should be doing. Look at what everyone else is doing. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cynara?
Yeah.
So I just have to, I'm really setting my own lane. Like, hey y'all, but I'm still over here.
Speaking of on lanes, I'm about to be petty. I'm about to put my petty boots on for a little second. First of all, so y'all, we was in our chat, and y'all know y'all seen that circulating chart of all the characters of Insecure in there.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all will not come from for Sagittarius, especially Chloe.
Hold on.
Because Chloe Ash, talking about some Sagittarius are so moody.
They are.
And first of all, let me tell y'all.
Who was a Sag in that thing? Nathan.
So
no.
Let me no. Before you start, first of all, Sagittarius are very almost where my Sag at? Where my Sag at? There you go. Sagittarius are so misunderstood. Come on.
Are they misunderstood?
Let me tell you,
we understand them very well.
No, y'all don't. Y'all are, because if you did, you wouldn't be so upset with him.
Come on.
Let me tell you, we are so misunderstood, and sometimes we're so real that we're unable to be received properly. It isn't received as real. It's seen as being like rude or flaky or whack, as Issa said it. Like, it seems real bad when it's really not.
The issue is communication.
Thank you.
That's
no one ever had a problem.
But there's a lot of people that don't communicate though, right?
It's not okay.
Wait, it's not. But it's something that can be forgiven, right? Because everybody do shit, right?
I don't know.
How not? Let me tell you, how not? If I have a problem with communication, right? But I express to you that I fuck with you, right? I'm like, man, I fuck with you. I really like you. And then I fall off the face of the earth, right? But wait. But when I come back, I say, yo, this is what happened. I really struggle. When I go through shit, I'm really low and I'm really dark. And I did not want to take you through that. I'm so sorry.
You should say that before you fall off the face of the
earth. What if that's not something that I was okay with expressing at that moment? Like, what if and it's not the other person's fault, but you can't fault nobody.
I got the answer for this.
You can't
I got the answer. Lauren, listen.
This is a therapy session because I'm a Sagittarius, if anybody didn't know. Hello.
Baby girl, and I'm married to a Sagittarious. So let's break down this communication.
Break it down.
Okay, and I'm a Leo.
Okay.
So understand.
Hello.
My mom's a Leo too. No, she's not.
It's communication.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have a respect factor.
Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, if you respected me enough and you fucking with me like you say you are, you'll let me know before you about to fall off the face of the earth. And me respecting you and what you got going on is saying, okay, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you can't just be like, okay,
I agree.
I'm gone.
I agree with Cynara. And I hear what you say.
You got to give in. You got to give like a little bit.
You have to give. You do have to give, but it's kind of just putting yourself in your sanity first.
Because I already know.
Husband.
That's what I'm saying. And I already know what's just. Issa's gonna forgive Nathan. We haven't seen the last of Nathan. Eventually, she will let Nathan back in.
Why not?
But I totally agree with Cynara. He should have said, before he ghosted, he should have let her know. And I'm sorry, basically, we're off. It's kind of off topic, but not really. It's not. Because this is therapy too for anyone who has problems with communication. Because I've dealt with so many people.
But the funny thing is, we're the biggest communicators.
No, I think Leos are.
No,
I feel that.
We're really good at communicating. I'm a really big communicator, and I'm a Sag. That's right. That's right.
No,
don't let him
I
just.
You're not my thing is, the best way to communicate with somebody is to communicate exactly how you feel. I feel like whatever Nathan was going through, and we're using Nathan as an example, but I'm talking about anyone who has a problem with communication. Even if you're that type of person where you can't deal with certain feelings like spot on or right away or something, I feel like communicate that to that person. I cannot talk to you right now because I'm not in a good headspace. Boom. Give me some time.
But see, that's how I communicate.
If you go ghost on me,
oh my God.
Because I've had it done.
Don't go ghost on me. I'm gonna go through on you.
I've ghosted on people, and the only reason here's the thing: it's petty, not petty, but it's kind of like a pussy move because you're like kind of afraid of disappointing somebody, and like because it's not y'all can't sit here and say like that's not that's the end of the conversation. Like, you can't just come to somebody and be like, well, I'm going through something, so I gotta go. They can be like, wait, what you mean? Like, I can't be there for you? That's selfish. It's gonna be more and more shit.
Back in the day, but now I'm good on that.
But most people are not like that though. Okay. So that's another thing that we already know ahead of time. So we like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. because it's not going to be good for nobody. So I might as well just ghost. It's going to be bad either way. You feel me? It's going to be bad either way. So I might as well just go do what I got to do for me because I'm important. And then I'll come back. And if she fuck with me, if she want to take me back,
that was gonna be my thing.
She'll take me back. If not, if
that was gonna be
my
thing.
Let me tell you this. So you think you can do that every time?
No. Here's no. I agree with Lauren.
That isn't.
They can do that as long as they know the consequences that come.
And
either
she
gonna fuck with me or she not.
And we
just
do.
Understand the
we always weigh those options. And then secondly, let me tell you something. Issa, first of all, that little comment, you came after me. She'll lie. Because Issa, if I remember right, Issa was the one who said, well, we can go back to my place. I mean,
no.
With the tacos and the boxes.
No. Issa was talking about in a sense where they met in an Uber. And then they met Uber.
Yeah.
He left. They got in that fight. He sent her that big tip that night. And then Issa was getting her tacos in that one episode. Yeah. And he accidentally bumped it to her. Yeah. And they had this little date.
But she is the one who invited him back to her place. She was the one who did that. That to me,
she was saying in a sense like you pursued me. That was a whole date that they had.
Chloe, how was that a pursuit when I randomly just see you at the taco shack?
We're not just talking about that day. We're just talking about even afterwards, like him.
They in the pool when they broke into somebody's house. That's not a date.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That was a cute first date.
But it's not a date. That's not a date.
It's a rendezvous.
No, that was random.
It's
and
if
they was to get married, that would be their first. Like, the first time we met, we did all this first date. I thought it was cute.
To be honest with you, he didn't chase. If y'all, to be real, he didn't chase. It was just random. It just
I think
so happened.
Issa's thing was just kind of saying like,
and I'm sorry,
you came into my life. You know what I'm saying?
And
you intentionally like.
No, he didn't intentionally do anything, yo. He didn't do nothing.
She's so harsh. These damn.
I'm not. So Let me tell you.
I mean,
if I fight somebody in your lift, you think I'm not gonna give you a big tip? Of course, I'm gonna give you a big tip for the night. My bad. I might have fucked up your car or some shit, right? Then I randomly meet you at the taco shop. Okay, I fucked up your taco. I'm gonna get you another taco. What we gonna do until you get the taco?
They was chilling. They haven't defined. They didn't define the right.
Y'all can't tell me that was a date.
So heartless.
Yeah, right.
Heartless.
Cold.
How is it cold?
Cold as shoulder. Y'all so black and white.
Moral of the story. Just communicate. I think one that says because that honestly that was a big issue between me and my ex. It's just. We communicate differently, and because I'm such a communicator, and I'm a journalist at that, so you get overly communicate when you get me, and like dealing with someone who doesn't really know how to communicate their feelings, it doesn't really want to, is difficult as fuck. Even when you're asking like, how do you love? Or what does that mean when you this? Or what do you that? To try to understand. And they're just like, I don't know.
That's
let me tell you. No, that's a man.
Fucking Gemini.
Hello? That's a man.
No,
that's a man.
It's a man. I had to learn that even in my relationship. It's like they're not going to always communicate how you want them to. And you're going to continue to go through arguments after arguments until you can accept the way they communicate. So you really just have to love them for who they are in its entirety.
That's accurate. But in that same breath.
For real. That's
how
you
respect me like I respect you. You gonna give a little,
of course. You always have to,
because that was our thing. I didn't like the way he communicated, and I'm like, okay, well, if this is gonna work, you're gonna have to give me something. You're gonna have to reply to what I'm saying with something else. Then okay, I done wrote a paragraph, and all you say is, all right,
bitch.
A woman's like, not her kryptonite, but that.
And then nowadays they got them like, love, or exclamation point.
I hate them damn emojis.
I dare you to like my
I hate
paragraph.
them damn emojis. Girl. Put a thumbs up on my long ass paragraph. Girl. You got me.
I dare you.
Are you pulling up with the quickness?
You don't want that problem.
But we have to. But the thing is, the biggest thing is, men don't communicate how like we do. And I'm learning in my relationship. I'm learning in my relationship that a lot of things are about trust, right? So if I trust that you love me and you care about me the way that you say you do, I can alleviate a lot of the miscommunications that we have, because I know that what you're saying, even if it's not the way that I may say it, because we're two different people, even though it's not the way that I may say it, you said it. You know, I can't, because I used to, think about other things and think he's saying this way and what you trying to say, da, da, da.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm learning that if he loves, I have to trust that he has the best intentions at heart, and it's not for bad intentions. And he tells me that constantly, babe, I'm not like that. Like, I'm not intentionally trying to do nothing for bad. Like, it's
I'm
all
not
good.
Trying to down you.
Exactly. So a lot of times, look. So a lot of times,
because I just said exactly what he say.
A lot of times we have to
bring you
exactly.
down.
So we have to learn that. We have to
But
learn how to pick our battles.
He communicated that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can't even communicate that little bit to you like that, bruh. Like, nah, nah.
So let me ask you this: So how do you know when someone is not communicating because they're not a communicator, and not communicating because they just don't want to?
I feel like
because they'll tell you I'm not a communicator.
They'll make that excuse. They'll just shut down. You'll do a lot of the talking. They be like, you know, I hear you. You know, I'll do better. Or, you know, it's just shit like that. No one's asking you to pour out your feelings. Like, no one is telling you to be as emotional as I may be or whatever. But I'm just telling you, in a conversation where
I just want you to have an opinion that's
have an
not,
opinion,
I agree with you.
Or something that's just kind of like, you know,
where are we going?
When I did this, I didn't mean for it to come out that way. Something with text dialogue. Fuck, it is not
listen,
hard.
This what you do. Let me get some game real quick. This what you do. Do the exact opposite. Yeah. You feel me?
I tried.
I did that. It was hard.
Let me. This is what when I was single, y'all used to go on dates, right? And I used to be like, so tell me about yourself. Like, and they would talk, and then when they would ask me about me, I'd be like, no, it's not about me, it's about you. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, tell me everything.
So they would open up so much and talk so much that at the end of the day, they'd be like, damn, like, it's like you know everything about me, and I don't really know nothing. So it's like it opened up the doors for them to be that tell all, be all type of situation.
Okay. How do you deal with that?
It's not all of them. All of them wasn't like that, but because that's in dating though. That's just when you're first dating them. Like when you first meet them, not giving too much. Like even in conversation, even in like whatever, just not giving away too much and making them give all of themselves, and you not giving up nothing.
Girl, look at Imani.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you,
Imani in there taking selfies.
Cynara's kids are having a ball.
Girl, I'm just like, I see her with this camera all the way up here. Okay, sorry. See, that's why I can't bring my kids up here.
Why are you,
Nothing.
Just stop talking. My bad. The kids are a distraction, see? That's why I don't bring them to the show.
No, they're not.
Because I got my mom eyes on and I'm not relaxed.
No, they're not.
It's all good.
But yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted us to bring it in because the things that we struggle with, I didn't know that. I kind of knew, but when I look at y'all, I don't see that y'all should be struggling with things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
Like, I feel like y'all are bomb as hell. And I'm like, what do you mean you have low confidence? What do you mean what do you mean you have anxiety about stuff? Like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all are bomb as hell.
Thanks, boo.
Everybody goes through things.
Y'all do.
Know the story behind the person.
I was just about to say that. I was just going to say that. But I'm trying to think of how to make this positive, because I do have a few things that will kind of get you going along, as far if you're dealing with something. Like for me would be trusting my process, and another thing I struggle with is the fear of missing out. Like, okay, we have friends, and then you see all your friends together on the Snap together, but you at home, and I'm like, damn, hey y'all forgot about me. But I think for me personally, that happened when I moved to California and I was gone for 4 years. So all my friends had to learn to just text me or talk to me on the phone. Now that I'm back in the city, it's just like everybody, I just be at my house. And I'm like, damn, what y'all doing? What's up? What y'all do out here? I'm finally back. What we about to do? And then so when I see my friends going out and doing stuff without me, it just makes me really sad, because I'm like, so y'all don't fuck with me, or y'all just forgot about me? And if y'all forgot about me, that mean y'all don't fuck with me? Like, what's going on? So then I'm dealing with that. So now I'm overthinking my friendship situation. Like, okay, so maybe I don't have no friends. Don't nobody care about me, whatever. And now I'm locked in my house. I'm just locked in my house. I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
Working home, sleep.
I think when it comes to the subject of friends, it's just more so like what position your friends hold in your life. Like, what's the purpose of your friends? Like, I think if you start there, I think that will really help with how you perceive the things that your friends do or what they may or may not do to you. Because I feel like we, at some point in our life, we all struggle with that when it comes to other people. So it's just kind of like, what are friends like to me in my life? Like, what do I want them to be for me? And, you know, because a lot of times, like, I'm a very interesting type of friend. Like, I will probably, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really be, I'm an interesting type of friend. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like I'm like the regular, normal type of girlfriend type of person. So, yeah, I don't really, I mean, I may be able to like relate, like in certain ways, like see some things and be like, dang, you know, I wish I could have gone or wish I can't. But it's just kind of like people had their own lives. You know what I mean? Like, that's true. And I don't know.
Mama gotta have a life too, Jody.
I think because I was in such a shell for such a long time. I literally like no exaggeration. I just started living this year. Everything, yes.
Well, welcome to the world.
Hello.
We are glad to have you on board. This crazy shit.
Now I'm ready to do stuff, and it's like, hey,
you gotta find people that's on your wavelength. Though.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It really is finding someone. You know, we tend to get mad at our friends a lot when they're like not available or they're going through different phases of life. I know with me, it's difficult because I have two best friends who have kids. So, it got to a point where it was hard. Both of them, it got to a point where I was never really seeing them because of like their lifestyles. And now as the kids get older, like they definitely come out more.
Hello.
But I just think you gotta find, it's okay with finding other friends and still keeping, like you're saying, friends. I feel like a lot of females think that just because their friend is going through a certain phase of life that they can't fuck with them and we not friends no more. Yeah. It's just like, no, human, maybe 2018, I was just messing with her a lot harder because you had this stuff going on. No love lost, bitch. When you are ready to come out,
you ready?
I'm here.
And I am that. Like, I am like, well, I'm here. When you need me, I'm here. You know, I'm just, you may not hear from me for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Low is definitely that type
of
person.
But there really is no love lost. I still am here and I'm still available as a friend if you need me, but I'm just not that, type of friend.
And I'm not even gonna lie, like I enjoy my friends. I enjoy people coming over. I enjoy hanging out. But I've really learned to love my just being with myself. So I would just be by myself in Target or by myself in Ross, Home Goods.
There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever makes you happy.
Be at the nail shop and it just be me.
Yep.
And I'm good with that. I love when people come over. Come on over when we move. We're definitely gonna do something and invite everyone over. We could just chill. But I'm just kind of on the discovery.
To get my own house and have frequent tacos and tequila nights.
Right.
Y'all have
I'm
no idea.
I'm such an extrovert that I can't even. I be wanting people there, and then after 30 minutes, I be wanting everybody to leave.
See how you there for that 1 week, but then that one day, and then y'all can leave after that. I'm an extrovert with that stuff. I'll be throwing all types of parties. Y'all know my ass.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, even with being like that, sometimes you do, like with me, like. I am that type of friend, and I will not, and be that extrovert. But at the same time, when I want people around, I want people around, and that's the unfair part about who I am.
That's true.
And I realize that about myself when it comes to friends. You can't really control when you see a person. It's not right to just, you want somebody around when you want them around, then you don't and you don't. So I've had to learn that because I didn't like how it feel for somebody to not be there for me when I needed them and then try to pick me up when they ready to pick me up,
Right.
So I had to really learn that about myself. So when it comes to my friends, like I either have to communicate. I've either had to communicate or, you know what I'm saying? I've either had to communicate or, you know what I mean? Like just know how to act with that person.
Just how to do it. Yeah, like that. Okay, so just real quick, we're gonna wrap it up because I feel like we got it.
This was random, y'all, but it really was just a therapy session,
talking.
Girl talk. Girl talk.
So for sure,
I would say, be positive, positivity,
just positive mindset.
Drink water, mind your business,
and always talk it out with someone that you trust or someone that you're close to. There's nothing wrong with talking about your issues and just getting a different perspective about things that you're going through, because it's therapeutic as well.
Exactly. And it's also okay to not tell your business. It's
right.
To the wrong
to
people.
Chill.
And I just want people to know, like, it's okay to, like, go through storms. Like, I had to put this on my phone. I know y'all can't see it, but nothing just happens. Yes. And I really believe that in life. Like, everything nothing just happens. Like, everything happens for a reason. So, if you're going through shit, stay positive, babes. It's a purpose. It is a purpose.
Queen. Keep that head up.
And continue to protect that magic.
Protect your magic and don't let your crown slip.
For sure. Drink your water. Mind your business.
We love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.